You are listening to Maximum Pew Pew, an actual play RPG podcast. Maximum Pew Pew follows continuous storylines and are meant to be enjoyed from the beginning. This episode follows the Dead Sons storyline and may contain spoilers for the Dead Sons Adventure Path published by Paizo Incorporated. The following content may contain mature themes and adult language. In this episode, the party explores the Gate 1 control facility. So while you're resting in this lobby, the remains of a large double door lies broken on the floor, while a couple of bizarre-looking chairs or couches sit mangled against the north wall. Two short sets of steps lead up to a raised section of the room from which a double door exits to the north. A smaller door stands in the southeast corner.
Okay. Cyna, if you want to look around,
looking kind of closet-like, is that right?
If you'd like to look around while we're resting,
that
is a strategy.
So I'm going to, actually, while people are resting, I'm going to go up to the double doors and put a brace or put something to make it so they don't open easily, just in case.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go investigate the smaller door and case the room, give it a good look over.
All right. So leaning against the wall are 3 ancient Kishali hover bikes. 2 of them, with a little work, you could probably get operational again. You're not sure how they compare to your Sandoval bikes.
Mm-hmm.
The third looks like it was critically damaged, so you could maybe use it for parts.
Oh, cool. But these obviously they've got like ancient Kishali.
Yeah. They're probably here to get people to and from like lodging and stuff around the area. So
yeah.
There is a closet at the southeast corner.
Open that closet.
I'm going to check it for traps.
Okay.
Oh, right.
That's what Maia was doing. That's how she checked.
Stay away from the door, Maia.
Yeah. So, like, is this trapped? Opens door, it explodes. Yes, it was trapped.
Closes the door. Yeah, it was trapped, guys.
Confirmed.
Thank you, Maia.
It was trapped, guys. Anybody got a seal it?
27.
Yeah.
27, you do not detect any traps on this door.
Well, I mean,
it also appears to be unlocked.
Then let's pop that sucker open.
You pop that sucker open. There are 4 spacesuits constructed for Kishali anatomy in here. What is your modifier to perception?
Plus 19.
Plus 19. You, as you're searching through here and you're on high alert for traps or anything, you also spot what appears to be a secret compartment, which holds 3 temporal disruption grenades and a minor disruption pistol.
Is that in the book?
That's the trap.
Yep, I'm going to...
That shit sounds pretty good.
Give that to you.
That sounds amazing.
All of these Kishali relics are detailed starting on page 38. So
AP stuff.
So I said a disruption pistol minor.
Yes.
Is a level 7 one-handed weapon. Does 2d6 sonic and has the boost 1d6 special property.
Ooh.
Disruption grenades. Cyna will probably be interested. Was it disruption or temporal disruption?
I know we definitely had temporal disruption.
Temporal disruption.
I think there were 2 different
Slightly
types.
different. 1 second. So it's the temporal disruption grenades. So temporal disruption grenades are level 10. Have explode, stunned 1 round, fortitude negates in a 20-foot radius.
Holy cow.
What's the damage on it?
There is no damage, but it's basically fort save, not reflex, fort save, or stunned.
For 1 round?
Yes.
That's amazing.
But those are 2,900 credits each. They're level 10. They've got a 20-foot throw range, light bulk, and explode stuns 1 round, fort negates 20 foot.
All right. I'm going to keep one, and you guys can fight over the other two.
The other two temporal.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just add them to the party inventory. So 2
Temporal disruption grenades. That is going to be AP Book 5, page 39.
I'll hold on to one of those temporal grenades.
It's like a flashbang, but without flash.
Yeah, just stuck, slows down time for them.
All right, you hold on to one.
That's an interesting way of going about it.
Right.
So I got a good dex, you know.
That gun is novel enough. I'm going to put it in my second pocket or second holster.
Okay. It is also AP Book 5, page 39. It's the Minor Disruption Pistol, level 7, 2d6 sonic, 40-foot range, critical staggered, capacity 20, 2 usage, light bulk, and the special is boost 1d6. So you can spend a move action to...
Wow, the crit is staggered, and it's got boost. I'm going to look that up, because that's...
Boost is spend a move action and an extra bit of ammunition, and it does that additional damage.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So if you have the haste circuit...
Yeah, that would actually make the haste circuit worthwhile for me.
Because you get that extra
Because then
move
I could
action.
Move action that I could toss on. You actually use that with my trick attack.
Okay.
Okay.
But that, while everyone else is resting, that is what you discover, and you kind of play around with those, and I'm sure between all of you have the engineering scores to be able to figure out what these actually do.
Yeah.
So, what now?
Well, let's go and check out the door. There's a double doors here.
There are double doors there to the north.
That's like, listen, the other side.
We have the X-ray visor upgrade, armor upgrade for anyone that wants to use it.
What's that do?
Gives you X-ray vision.
Yeah, lets you see through double doors.
Oh, sure.
But only double doors, never single doors.
Yeah.
Never.
Oh, that
It lets you look through the crack.
And
It's
only
what-
and only the doors that are made of this particular composite material.
Well, then that's easy. You just use a glove of story to carry an extra door, so you can make any door into a double door.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Makes
Put a wizard hat on it and turn it into a double
Let's
door.
use these X-ray.
That's a double door.
Mm,
I
not
can
bad.
like swap something out in my armor. I mean,
We got him.
All I have written down.
Thanks
All
for
I
the
have
setup.
written down. All I have written down is X-ray visor. I don't know if it's AP specific or if it's in the material. Does anyone know where the X-ray visor came from? Is it in the core rulebook?
Stand by. I can get you.
standing by.
Core Rulebook 219.
Okay.
219.
All right. That's right. That was the weird Kish visor that we had to.
You had to modify because it had three eyes.
And
It's the migraine
it basically
maker.
puts two different visors in one slot, or am I thinking of a different one? No, I'm thinking of a different one.
What does this go into?
Stand by.
Doesn't require hands. L bulk.
What's the table?
Yeah, you just wear it on
Technological
your
item?
head.
It's a technological item.
Then it's not an armor upgrade. You can just use it.
I can wear it.
Yeah. Read its description. What does it do?
Sensor is worn as an adjustable viewer resting over the eyes like goggles or thick glasses, sends out x-rays and interprets the information gathered as an image and imposes over your normal vision. This grants sense through vision, though it is blocked by materials 1/5 as dense as those that block normal sense through 2 feet of water plastic, 1 foot of stone, 2 inches of common metal, or 1 inch of lead or any star metal, and limits you to black and white vision while in use. You don't gain the benefit of any other special visual lenses, such as low light vision, while the visor is active, and you can't attempt sight-based perception checks beyond 60 feet. Activating or deactivating the sensor is a move action. Sure, I'll put it on
Yeah, you can see.
and attempt to peer through the door.
Yeah. So basically, you can peer through the door. You can put your face kind of like your cheek close to the door. It looks like a hallway. On the other side of those double doors, there appears to be a single door that leads to another room. But because the viewing angle and stuff, So because the viewing angle, you can't really see anything else, though. The other important thing is you don't see anybody kind of patrolling that hallway.
Okay, yeah, I can relay that information and click the visor off. And
Okay.
since
Well, why don't you give
vision's pretty poor with
let's
X-ray
give
on.
let's give Cyna the virus and just have her check all the doors.
What kind of virus do you plan on giving me?
A visor.
Give Cyna the virus.
Oops.
I don't know whatever's in this black goo and just scoop them off.
They've got to be on something.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll hand.
Hope you got your flu shot. Here you go.
Vesper's like reflexively like
Please
like
stop.
slap your hand.
Yeah, please
That's
stop.
fine. No,
Don't do that. Please don't.
Not in my house.
Denied. Rejected. Got him.
All right.
They'll
In
hand
response
Cyna
to
the
this,
X-ray
Cyna
vision.
finds herself on the other side of the door in the hallway.
With
Does
the
anyone have
X-ray
a-
virus.
Also, does anyone have like an engineering check they can throw on Vesper?
Yeah.
Because he has taken some damage. Or
26.
Okay.
27.
You are able. But
I'm like, no, I'm already working on them. You leave me alone.
between the two of you, you are able to repair some of Vesper's damage during
Sweet.
this time as well,
Sweet.
since he can't cure himself.
For the first 2 minutes of fixing him, I'm on fire. Yeah.
Which is
I'm on
good because some
fire.
stuff needs welded
Yeah.
and just, heat sealed. And
Just hold it. Like shrink wrap. Just like heat shrink wrap. Just got it. All right.
so, hallway.
So you got to X-ray visor these things.
So, this corridor is the spine of the control building, connecting the various chambers in the building. Except for a few smears of grease and tracks in the dust, it is relatively free from the predations of the desperate hunger cultists.
So tracks, you say?
Yes.
Where do they go?
They pretty much check every room.
All right.
Let's start here and work our way down.
All right. Well, then let's start at the door across from us.
Okay.
Because you're
Is
super
this
stealthy.
like a railing and then stairs? That
Yeah.
stairs?
Okay.
Yes,
outside of the
it's
door.
a
Okay.
it's a
Because you're
stairwell.
super stealthy, so I figure like you can do the hallway without being noticed, whereas
So-
the rest of us are going to be all like, "We have
not good.
arrived."
So basically, that lobby was actually a little bit lower, and you walked upstairs to get to
Right.
that double door. And then when you go to that other lab here, you walk back down the stairs to get back on the same level
I
as the
see. It's
lobby.
like a split level laboratory building.
Yes. This large chamber is lit only by the bluish glow of a single monitor across from the southern door. The other computer consoles that line the walls are dark. A circular platform of some unknown technology is affixed to the floor in the center of the room. The view outside a window in the western wall is completely obscured by thick jungle foliage.
Hey, Maia, toys.
Okay.
It's unknown and glowing.
Let's go check it out.
I like glowing things.
Okay, so
I'm gonna sit up here on the balcony overlooking this room. Just
you
And
have
Trip and fall on
a
the stairs.
various and sundry computer panels that you could
I
work
got
on.
through all of those combats with all of those cultists, but what got her in the end?
Was the stairs. Computers check.
I'm gonna
So-
check in the closet.
Okay, I'll let you all check. I'm going to do stuff with
Yeah, you do
Maya
I can
here.
provide some assistance if you'd like.
Maya, before you can get any information from the computer, you must first hack into the system to gain access.
All right. First computer hack to get in is 37.
Okay. As you are hacking into this, you notice that a klaxon is about to go off as a countermeasure. You just nip that right in the bud like immediately.
Nope.
You just turn that right off.
There's a checkbox.
Click.
I hit the snooze button. 4 hours.
Let's see.
Please remind me later.
So once you gain access, you have the ability to power up the lights in this room and the other computers in this room. There's
Okay.
only like the one terminal that's kind of working right now, and you gravitated towards
Okay,
it.
yeah, I'll power, all the other computers on.
Okay. The power comes on, lights come on. There's this holographic table in the middle of the room that kicks on. And let's see here. Go here. Come on. Where's my pointer? This lady.
Ooh, lady. Okay.
Are we sure it's a lady?
Yes.
Does she introduce herself as I am Mrs. Osteth?
The pronouns presented to me in this adventure path lead me to believe that this is a female.
I respect that. Do we know that is you know that's a lady?
So
do we know that's a lady?
I'm introducing her as a lady right now.
Okay.
So,
okay.
the platform near the center of the room flickers to life as a luminescent holographic projection manifests above it. Within seconds, the light coalesces into a tall, regal humanoid from that regal humanoid form that resembles the images of the ancient Kishali found on Istamak. The figure is dressed in garb that appears to be a mixture of military and scientific outfits that seem to disappear into the glow of the circular dais at the figure's feet. The holographic figure stretches out an arm and starts speaking strange, spidery syllables with the rapidity of purpose, though her expression remains fixed and stoic.
What's the language here? Does it say?
If you know Kishaline, and even
I do,
and even the vulgar Kishaline, you recognize that the figure is greeting you, though with some urgency.
I speak both, so
okay. Are you going to return the greeting?
Yeah.
All right.
Why, hello.
This figure,
In weird spider syllables.
This figure will continue to speak in the Kishaline, for those of you who know to speak it because you've greeted in Kishaline. He has gone mad. His programming had degenerated and he kept raving about something called the Star Eater. I confined him due to these critical errors, but now he is out, and I'm in here. He and those who helped him must be stopped. From your attire, I assumed you weren't allied with those cruel marauders. Please tell me you aren't with them.
I will definitely not.
No.
We are so trying to get rid of these people.
Wait, this isn't a recording?
No.
Oh.
You speak.
Yeah, I speak
vulgar, don't
like street slang Kish.
Yeah.
You can catch bits and pieces of it, but
Yeah, I'll catch enough of that I'll just be like, no.
We're here to stop them.
Okay.
They are the reason we're here.
So right now, basically, this conversation's happening through Maia.
Right.
And you can ask questions and all that stuff. But if at any point you need to make a check, Maya's the one that's going to make it. You have an AI here that you can ask questions of.
What questions we got, guys? Where's the rest of these? Where's the rest of this cult? Do you know?
Well,
Where'd they go?
Why was she all like panicky? You said she seemed panicky?
Yeah.
Why was she all panicky?
One of them was doing something. What were they doing?
The other custodian, his name is Eltrith. We have operated here for millennia, keeping this place functional and its terrible secret hidden until a couple of centuries ago. Without warning, he began to display signs of instability and critical errors. He became convinced that he was the tool of some being called the Devourer. I believed it to be just some sort of manifestation of degradation in his core programming, and I sequestered him to these servers before he could cause any damage.
Not wrong.
I'd hoped he could be repaired, but recent events have changed my mind.
Problem is there's a deity that may have flipped some bits.
Ones turned into zeros, and in some cases twos, and
then it divided by 0 until it liked it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
where's the being now that they let
So
out?
I assume that what they're talking about is the stellar degenerator, that they're after it.
yes, millennia ago, my people were locked in a war with a race called the Civs. After decades of fighting, the Civs fashioned a device of cosmic destruction known as the stellar degenerator, and sought to use it to bring the Kishali to extinction. We captured the weapon before it could be activated and won the war. We then studied our spoils, learning much from its dreaded power. We fired the stellar degenerator once, in self-defense, mind you, but the result was an atrocity we could barely live with. We created the Gate of 12 Suns, the star system in which you find yourself in, to house and protect the weapon so that none might ever use it again.
So I'm guessing that while they were here, they found out how to open the gate
Well, several days ago, we were invaded by a group of raiders. Some of them looked much like yourselves, but others were like figments, strange dark apparitions with no true form. The raiders call themselves the Desperate Hunger and are led by an android woman named Null 9. I discovered this as they blasted their way into this facility spouting paeans to the Devourer, and they caught me off guard. Before I knew it, they had freed Eltrith and forced me into this prison. Luckily, I was able to place some roadblocks in their path to slow them down, but they cannot be allowed to access the Stellar Degenerator. In order to block them, the many maintenance robots that perform the physical tasks of the system have always been semi-autonomous. But ever since I locked Eltrith away, I've been striving to uplift the robots to full sentience so that they might continue should something happen to me. When it looked as though Eltrith would be freed, I uploaded as much independent programming as I could to their processors. It will take Eltrith some time to regain full control over those robots. In addition, I generated a pulse of electricity throughout the terminals in the operations room, making sure the demiplane containing the Stellar Degenerator could not be easily accessed.
So,
Where
Are
did
they
the call
still
and
here?
Eltrith go?
Are they still here in this facility?
I'm not sure. I'm locked to this room. I really have no way of...
Can we unlock?
Yeah. Can we unlock you? Something we can do?
You cannot do it from here. You must access the sequestering subprogram from the main operations room. Ostith, who is the figure you're speaking with, brings up a map of the control center and points out. So the room closest to Ion is where... So you get a full map of the facility, and Ostith points to that room closest to Ion. If somebody would point closest to the one over closer to me, that room. Yep.
Okay.
That room right there is where that would have to happen.
Is there any traps or defenses we should know about before we walk in there?
This should initiate an exchange of my core programming with Eltrith. Beware, though, Eltrith has probably installed countermeasures.
We
Okay.
can take care of that.
Yeah, we can handle that. You guys want to move into that control room and free Ostith?
Do you know of a way to possibly, like, destroy the Stellar Degenerator?
or destroy the door that leads to the extra-dimensional space it's stored in.
That's also a good idea. So we can just kind of strand it.
I believe your original goal of destroying the Stellar Degenerator would probably be the best method. And it would require opening the gate and then destroying the weapon. But
okay. That's risky.
maybe not on their terms.
Can the gate be opened from this facility?
It absolutely must be opened from this facility.
Oh, hell. Okay,
No.
we've got to go.
This is the toll booth.
We've
All
got to
right,
go.
And they're in like the special like flip this switch to cause universal ends, right?
All right, let's
Can you
Let's
can
go
you patch
free
this guy into our
Ostis.
radio system so we can talk to him if we need to?
Of course.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So
You now have Ostith in your ear.
All right.
Y'all going
There you
for
go.
it.
hold on, don't do that.
We're going full on Master Chief.
No.
We have her.
X-ray that room. Tell me what's in there.
All right, that's X-ray in the room.
Okay, all right. So Cyna, you are x-raying that room.
Guess we're looking down the hallway.
Okay. Because there are
I'm ready
other
to
rooms
sprint
and
in there.
stuff too. That's the northern door of this chamber opens onto a raised platform that overlooks various panels, a light, and a buzz with digital activity. Screens flicker with schematics of the many pieces of technology that control the Kishali megastructure, while others show views of legions of small robots, repairing and maintaining massive mechanisms. The shadows here move strangely, seemingly having a life of their own. A circular dais occupies a second raised platform in the eastern end of the room. You see... Make me a mysticism check, Cyna.
See if I even have that. I think I have a token amount. 10.
Okay. The black and white makes it challenging to kind of see everything that's going on. You do see two more of the cultists that you had previously fought.
Mm-hmm.
And like the room description says, it certainly feels like there's a lot of shifting and visual anomalies, and you're not entirely sure if it's... You think it might even be the equipment just, it's using X-rays to pierce through material, and it's not the clearest picture anyway. There's like static and stuff sometimes depending on where you're looking, but.
Well, I'm inclined to think that could also be a result of those weird incorporeal shifty things that
he was telling us about.
Just talking about.
So do we have to rescue someone in this room or just kill everyone in this room and access the computer?
The computer here is how we will basically take and put the evil AI in the terminal that's capturing our other guy, and then get Ostis and put him back here in this terminal where he can run everything, or she can run everything.
Yeah,
so
she needs in here.
If we threw a bunch of, say,
help if her art didn't
shot
look like
grenades
Thanos
in here, it wouldn't necessarily destroy the computers.
It would do a fairly good job of trying to destroy the computers.
Electricity is not usually a
okay. Well, what about screamer grenades?
That would be less likely.
How about temporal grenades?
Yeah, I have a temporal grenade.
That also would work.
I have a temporal grenade. I say what we do is you ready actions, you kick the door open, or you hit the doorbell or whatever. And when that shit opens, we're just all like,
ding dong.
Kobe.
We're from the Greater Pact Worlds Beautification Committee.
And we have 3 temporal grenades for you. Cha!
Free samples.
Cha!
You thought you were going to make one save.
Girl Scout cookies.
We're here to bring you cookies.
If we're readying actions, I'd like to ready to turn on the force field.
May I point out that there's other rooms?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, here, why don't you X-ray goggle the other rooms, and then we'll storm the castle.
All right. So let's X-ray
because
goggle.
If we storm that castle and the other one's all like 20 cultic devourers are sleeping in here, then that's probably not a good idea.
Okay. Little room here, the last room on the right side.
You woke up the army.
That's a space toilet.
No, it's got another terminal.
You poop in its general direction, it just vaporizes.
So this rectangular chamber has various illuminated panels and monitors along its wall. Some show what looks like the schematics of the entire structure, while others seem to show the interior of the planet. In the latter images, squads of robots skitter along the technology-studded walls of a massive tunnel. A circular platform stands in the center of the room, projecting a hologram of a tall figure clad in white robes. The figure gestures at the various screens, seemingly attempting to direct the robots in their task.
Bad guy.
That's where the corrupted AI is?
Maybe. All right, so
is there a way to engineer to make sure that door stays closed?
Yeah, you can jam the lock.
Because here's the thing, is like, if we're going to like kick down the door and be all like, haha, cult, I don't want the evil AI that's working for them that's right next door to be all like, release my little evil AI bugs.
So quick, very quick. Okay, so let's look what's in the room on the opposite side.
So doors can be jammed with engineering or hacking.
Nice.
21 engineering.
You can jam whatever door you feel like.
Cool.
What about that door?
All of them.
You can jam
room.
all.
No, that he's touching. What about that?
Okay, you're looking in that room?
Yes.
Let me confirm that is
Looks like there's some
C6.
crazy desk in it.
Mm-hmm. A single oddly shaped desk is all that remains of the furniture in this room. Piles of dust have collected in the corners, and pieces of random detritus are scattered across the floor. You see 4 individuals in this room. 3 of them appear to be those cultists. Another appears to be a half-orc female in light armor.
Oh.
All right, they seem to be chummy.
They seem to be very nervous of the half-orc female in light armor.
You know what
I'm inclined
to
like her.
But I mean, she's not like actively beating on them or anything.
No, but she has a gravitas about her that demands respect.
You know what? We should throw some shock grenade 3s into her gravity well and just let her deal with that.
We could open all of the doors simultaneously, throw a grenade, and then shut them.
Well, hold on. Let's check the last room.
Okay.
Okay.
That is C7. This area is a cluster of workstations, crates filled with cast-offs of Kishley technology and piles of tools, mostly alien, but a few similar to designs used by Packworld's engineers. A pair of unusual robots lie lifelessly on the main work table near the center of the room. A double door leads out to the south. You see a rat folk kind of gleefully going between these two robots, an engineering kit, sparks flying on occasion, and just, works on one and kind of skips over to the other.
All right.
Sparks sort of fly as they do something. You can see the robot kind of twitch as she does something, like she claps and goes over to the tools and flips through the tools and finds some other type of like circuit board or something. And goes over to one of them. It starts.
Does this look like repair or torture?
Looks like repair. These are like robots.
Okay. Is
fair question.
Is every
it's
single
twitching
person,
because she's getting like a reaction, like,
Right.
oh, it's working.
Is every single person in this building look like a follower of the Cult of Devour?
Yeah.
They all have
Like,
some level of derangement to them.
all right, so they all have like the skull shoulder pad on. All right.
The rat folk doesn't, but there's certainly something about it that seems a little off. Sorry, Yosoki.
That's fine.
Who's in Pathfinder land now?
Good job. Let's get into position before we pop a door. So when they start coming out of rooms to investigate what the hell's going on, we catch them off guard as they come into the hallway.
Block all the doors.
Yeah,
Also-
let's lock all the doors,
How?
and then we feel like going into the room.
Well, if we do that, then they can essentially, once they figure out that room is locked, they understand shit's going down, and then they can take a few rounds to try to prepare. If we leave the door unlocked and let them out into the hallway, but we have essentially something prepped, they won't get the prep time. They will walk into an ambush. And this is very un-Zenka of me, but I don't know. Ion's rubbing off.
No, you know what?
No.
Here's what I say.
I don't want to kick the door open already. I think Zenka wants to live through
Here's
this.
what I say. Right? Because you can hook up as many grenades to a detonator as you want. Because we went and looked at the rules of that. Right? I want you
Go
to know,
on.
I want you to know that we have an obscene amount of grenades. Right? Like we have a Mark I null space, and we used to have rations in it. And we had to get rid of those for the amount of grenades we have. Okay, like we have a lot. And so what I say is we just line this hallway with grenades and then like bang two pans together at the end of it and be all like, haha, the Devourer is a little bitch. And like when they come storming out, someone just go click, click, and then, yeah, we injure and or kill a lot of them. And if we set off a bunch of combats at once, that's okay because they're in the kill box.
God, is there something wrong with me that wants to do this? That was in character. I mean, I'm completely like Cyna's going to push back, the mask and put her hands on her face. And
The angel on your shoulder is slack-jawed, and the devil on the other shoulder is like, but it would look so cool.
Like, is there something wrong with me?
No, the angel's like, oh, God, it would. Damn it.
I know, right?
It would. I can't even argue this one.
And we can play like some remix of like an 80s song or like an early 90s song.
No, it's going to be like Katamari Damacy.
So I'm never going to dance again. This guilty feet ain't
and just
gotten
play
rid
and just
of.
like, and then like record the scene, lay that over top a slow-mo recounting of the scene, and then post it to Space YouTube.
No.
Here's what I'm saying. We have 5 shock grenade 3s, 8 screamer grenade 2s, 5 incendiary grenades 2s.
I'm not saying
That's
let's
like
not
one
do
grenade
it.
for every square in this hallway.
And like 15 incendiary grenades 1.
Okay, I'm not saying this is a bad idea. I'm not saying let's do it, but I am saying let's not have any photographic evidence, because if there is, I'm definitely going to have to explain this.
I mean, it's probably a war
I
crime.
don't
so you're right.
want to.
Let's
So I mean,
not
like,
do
what's
that.
14 times 3? That's how many squares are in this hallway.
Yeah, I will
I
say
mean-
that there is a special grenade launcher, and there's rules that kind of adjudicate multiple grenades. And I think the only thing it does is increases the range. It does not increase the extra damage and stuff.
No, but this would be just lining the hallway with grenades and then setting them all up.
So
at
even
once.
if it affects just the area, we have the hallway being the area that the grenades
Yeah.
affect.
And like if we hold, like if we're all like, give it a good hold, like give it a good like 3 count. That gives enough time for everyone to be in the hallway, and then we're all like, click. That way they're not like half behind a door, taking cover, being protected from multiple explosions.
Are you rigging the hallway for an ambush?
I'm not.
we're-
The person with the outrageously good engineering skill is Maia.
I can help.
That's fair.
Because I will say, because the diminishing returns of like using multiple grenades, you probably won't need to use all of your like incendiary grenades to coat that hallway. For
But we
example.
can.
Wait, Zenka. No. No.
Well, what I'm saying is we could use some of the bigger smacking ones and hold on to some of the smaller smacking ones for the next time we need to do this.
Okay.
Wait a second. Can we tie them to multiple detonators so we can have like
Like
Waves.
wave 1, wave 2. I don't see why not.
fire 1, fire 2,
You could.
fire 3?
Yep,
Yeah, you know what? The funny thing
I'll
about
treat that as
is
separate detonations.
the funny thing about that is I have 1, 2, 3 detonators. So we can literally do that.
and they're multi-use, but you've got 3 separate ones. Okay,
Yeah.
so
It's like
Yeah.
the 1812 Overture.
I keep them in my front pocket just in case they're needed on a quick response. Look what I
Need
got,
a
guys.
detonator?
Yeah.
okay, so
I love it. I love it.
you want to set up an ambush. All right. You all will take. I know you've got the engineering skills to do it. I know you've got the 3 detonators to be able to do it. I'll let you all set up. I'll let you all.
Do we
figure
need
it
the
out.
chips? I'll get the chips.
No, I'm going to abstract this. What's the area of an incendiary grenade 1?
5 feet.
5 feet. So it's
It's a
so it'd be a
10
10 foot. Well, you put it on a point, so it would be
Yeah.
100 square feet. How long is that hallway? 10. How many squares long is the hallway? I know it's 3 squares wide.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
18.
8, 9, 10, 11.
18.
For like the entire hallway.
Yeah.
We have 14
Admittedly, you can
grenade
cut it
ones.
down to 14 because we know that there aren't bad guys on the other side of the last
Okay.
4 squares.
So 14 times 3 is 28, 42, which means 10. I'll call it 10 grenades. 10 incendiary ones will coat that entire hallway.
That only does a D6. I'm like real comfortable dropping some of these more powerful grenades all up in
We're
this.
level 10 now. Let's
I
start
agree,
using
yeah.
the high level equipment.
Because like what's going to happen is we're going to be all like, let's save these things. And that's how we got 14 incendiary grenades one. All right, just so you know.
Here's some.
Well,
the only reason
okay.
we don't have shock grenades ones is because I was compulsively using them like 2 books ago.
I see a scenario where you could put those incendiaries maybe on the doors.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Put them on the back side of the door so when they open the door out into the hallway, it's like, oh, what's going on here? And then the doors explode on them.
Yeah.
They don't even have a chance to see.
Let's just go ahead and mark off an entire roll of ion tape for this nonsense. It's just.
Yeah, so shock grenades 3 do 3d12.
Yeah,
And we have-
Oh my god.
And we have 5 of them.
let's start with those.
What's the area on those?
Oh boy, do you want to know?
I do.
It's 15 feet.
15.
It's so much in a hallway.
No, you could put one on the
So
side
you
of
would
the
need,
hallway
like-
and it covers the whole hallway.
You would need 2 to cover the whole hallway, basically.
Yeah, and then we
Yeah.
can have round 2 Screamer 2 grenades. They do 2d10.
Now the trick is that we're also going to be in the hallway. So
Well, yeah, but if we just don't set it up in this last 4 squares that we know are safe,
You've got
that
a
works.
spotter with X-ray glasses.
Here's what I'm saying. Look,
that's true.
shocker grenades, wave 1, shocker grenade 3s. They do 3d12. Wave 2,
Well, wake 'em up.
Screamer grenade 2s, which do 2d10. And if they fail their save, they're deaf for 1d4 rounds. Right? And it has a 20-foot spread. Right? So, yes.
let's distribute those detonators.
And then
amongst people.
round three, we can just set off all the incendiary 1 grenades.
What kind of action is setting off a
Once.
detonator?
It is
Whatever
it
action
is-
you set it up to be,
Yeah.
you
Oh.
can determine that when you configure it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The trick is the smaller the action, the easier it is. in terms of like if you don't want somebody to accidentally set it off.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, so we set it up, and then we pull out our boombox and play Beastie Boys Sabotage at full blast. And when they come out and be all like, "What?" and then they'll be, yeah. And
All right. I'm in 100% now. I'm sold. This
All right.
Cyna's brain and morality is kicked off, and her special forces training is kicked in. We are now setting up the SEAL team ambush.
Fight smarter, not harder.
Right.
Okay. So
So I only need 2 shock grenades, 2 screamer grenades,
Okay.
and then we can use how many of the incendiary ones did you say?
it would take 10 for the whole hallway.
here's
Or
your
you can try
incendiary
to
grenades.
intelligently place them on doors and stuff if you would rather.
Yeah, I mean, like, around these sets of doors, these sets of doors.
Here's your screamer grenades.
We won't need the chips. We're abstracting it.
I
All right.
want the chip.
I know,
It's
but
okay.
Hey, Maia. I realize that no
Hello.
one ever needs to know about this ever, but start the camera anyways, just for just for post combat analysis.
Wait, don't our masks all have a
All like live video feed.
live video feed
Can just save live video feed.
into your cortical, like
Right.
your
Oh, okay. Yeah, who am I saying?
cortical implant?
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm sure Maia records
Okay.
entertaining memories
So
for
if-
later.
If you're
Spike
helping,
might not
if
like
you're
it,
helping
but your
set
kids
this up.
will.
Okay, so here's the thing.
This would be one of those things you wake up from in the middle of the night.
Who is
screaming.
setting up? Who is setting up the?
I'm going to abstract this super hard and just say it works.
Okay, but I'm trying to provide you with.
We've all
with-
chewed up a
with
lot of time
DCs,
just
with
talking it
saves.
through.
Oh, yeah. So who's got the highest dex? Or is the save based off the engineering check or something?
It's going to be. It's based off of their decks.
Who's got the highest dex?
Probably
Mine
me.
is 23.
What is
Ah.
your engineering?
22.
My engineering is not nearly as good, however. My engineering is 13.
So
22 engineering.
22. Okay, so Maya's probably going to be the best one to set
Yeah.
those.
Okay,
and with
so
your dex
your-
of 22, you're going to add plus 6 plus 10 plus half the grenade level.
And so if you do the shock grenade 3s, they're level 10.
So 5 plus 6 plus 10 is 21.
So that's going to be the save for them. The save for the incendiary, no, for the screamers is going to be half of item level is going to be 1 less because they're level 8.
So 4 plus 6 plus 10 is 20.
Right. And then for the incendiary 1 grenades, they're level 2.
So 1 plus 6 plus 10 is 17.
Right.
Okay. So that
So you're
being
talking 21s,
said-
20, and 17s. I'll write that down.
Okay.
21.
Okay. So now do we want to distribute the detonators to everybody else?
Yeah, I've got 3 detonators,
So
and we
we can
have
just-
more than 3 hands, so we've got this.
Yeah, so we can essentially during one round of combat just boom, boom, boom.
Oh, yeah.
And then we
I
all
imagine
delay
that-
for them to come into the hallway.
I imagine that would be the surprise round.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the surprise round is us playing Sabotage at full blast.
Well, no, that just starts it. And we go into rounds whenever they all open the doors and go, what the hell?
Boom.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then we just kind
Vesper,
of
engage boombox mode.
Praise Triune, turning to 11.
all right, there's
Please situate yourselves where you would like to be
Okay,
in this encounter.
So here's what I'm saying. We can't be in the hallway.
I'm
That's
going to be
dangerous.
back on the ship.
Oh, we need somebody in the hallway to at least coordinate the detonation.
You know what?
You've got someone with X-ray visors that could look down the hallway and coordinate.
Yeah, well, it's only got a 60-foot range. So what I do have is an invisibility field.
Ooh.
So I'm just
Ooh.
going to go full predator
And an insane reflex save.
and climb up on the wall.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
And
I'm just
evasion.
going to like climb up, basically hang from the drop ceiling.
Do we
Spider-Man
do we want
Predator.
everybody else to be
Yeah.
invisible too?
They're going to be in.
No, because we're all just kind of like huddled up next
They
to
come
the
out and we're
doors.
just
Yeah.
Right.
they're like, oh, enemies, and then grenades and
I can make anybody else invisible that would like it. The trick is
hey, wait, you have remote hacker, right?
Yeah.
So while you're setting up all of these explosives, you should just hack into each door and then at the same time just open all the doors, like with a push of a button.
That's not a bad plan.
And then we can be all like, holy oxen free, I'm here to deliver your Girl Scout cookies. And they'll be all like, what the fuck? And they'll come out and they'll be all like, explosions everywhere.
Let me...
This is becoming a thing. Feel free to take a moment.
I'm just saying that we were playing a sci-fi game once and they were all like, let's give that one guy a bunch of explosives. So they asked for this.
Yeah, I mean...
I didn't ask for this. They asked for this. Who am I to say no?
Okay.
Okay. It's like the haunting of Hinajai.
I just want you to know
more grenades.
The whole AP has been like, here's grenades and detonators. Here's grenades and detonators. Hey,
MREs.
you need
Time to
some
cash
grenades and
in.
detonators? Yeah. Here's some fucking power bars. Right? Here's some protein bars.
All right, so here's what's going to go down.
Yes.
You've got everything set up.
Mm-hmm.
You've got, you're going to do your noise.
Yeah.
Maia, you're going to basically open up all the doors.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, you know what I do? I have that bio augmentation mighty vocal cords that makes me scream like a T-Rex.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
That Mountain Dew commercial where he like looks over at his boss and she just translates and goes, "Gah!" and like shatters glass.
Okay.
Oh my lord.
Let me tell you what happens.
Okay.
Title music for Dead Sons is provided by Overclocked Remix and created by CFX. Find more great game remixes at ocremix.com. Ambient music provided by Tabletop Audio. Original 10-minute ambiances and music for games and stories. Find out more at tabletopaudio.com.